let's start with everyone's favourite, Bruce Wayne. There's lots of Bruce Waynes out there. Give us one each for a new Bruce Wayne.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Ian Glenn from Titans as Bruce.
Really?
Yep. I'm gonna
I
stick.
hated that Bruce. He doesn't make sense to me as a Bruce. There's nothing Bruce. I mean, I'm sorry, not as a Bruce, as a Batman. I do not understand how he can exist as a Batman.
Ian Glenn.
Oh, yep.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. So why do you want Ian Glenn?
I think he's right at that age where he can be an older Bruce Wayne. And still look-
It's
Gotcha.
what's his name? He's from the Game
Game
of
of Thrones.
Thrones.
Yep.
He's an old Batman. Like I thought. Oh wow, okay. He's got the voice.
He does have the voice. The voice, hands down.
Yep, and he's at that age when the Bat Family came on. Bruce Wayne was a bit older,
Yeah.
so I think he's the perfect age. He's got the perfect look for it.
Well, what do you
Old
think
but
then? What do you think
fit.
then, Gift?
So for me, I mean, again, I love Titans. I love him as a voice of Batman. It's like it's almost reminiscent to the true voice of Batman, the guy from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh,
Hold on, well, just real quick. I gotta this is true. Not Adam, Kevin Conroy. Like that's the voice. Ian Glenn comes as close to Kevin Conroy as anybody could go for. So I never have an issue on that. It's just he's so skinny in Titans. I just don't see him as it. But that's neither here nor there. But for me,
So yours,
my Batman was, and it's a guy that actually is almost in his 60s too. I think he's 55 now. And that's Michael Jai White. And I actually exactly. I understand him. He's an older Batman, but he also makes sense as to why he looks like he could still do some damage because Michael Jai White actually can still do some damage. He's in his mid-50s already, so he works into that older phase. But again, it would work well with the gruffness and the toughness that comes with what you need for Gotham City, but also at that point where he's also a teacher. So I was like, this, if there was anything, he would be the most natural Batman, in my opinion. And also, as an actor, he doesn't have to do much to be Batman and Bruce Wayne. Like, he can still be charming, but, there's always a sense of intimidation with him. And he's also 6'3". He's huge.
yeah.
I've seen him in person. He's huge.
He was menacing in that movie with DMX, I think, or Jet Li.
Oh, wait.
Anyway.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. It wasn't Jet Li. It was God, the martial artist from Indonesia.
All right. Anyway,
Nightwing. Who is your choice for Nightwing?
right. For Nightwing, actually, my choices for Nightwing and Red Hood, they're interchangeable. All right. For Nightwing, I initially went with Joe Keery, who's also in Stranger Things. And for Red Hood, I'm going with an Aussie actor who's
Joe
in Stranger
Keery?
Things. Yeah, Dacre Montgomery.
Oh, I got you. Power Rangers, not Stranger Things. Power Rangers.
I don't know him. That's why I don't know him.
No, he was the lifeguard in Stranger Things. Dacre Montgomery.
Oh yeah, I know him. I know him. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. He's an Aussie.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. We can't get enough Aussies, even though as soon as Gift finds out they're Aussie, he hates them. But anyway, nonetheless. What gift?
So, in my, now I feel like it's rebellion, but it wasn't intentional at that moment. I said, I'm going to go get myself a good Englishman to be able to be Nightwing. And honestly, it just because his line of acting doesn't necessarily feel like it would be, but I actually feel like he would actually play the role really well. And I put in John Boyega as Nightwing. He's got the size for it. He's got the charisma for it. I don't know if we necessarily have the overtly handsome look, but I think he's untraditionally handsome in and of itself. And I think he always knows how to play with a chip on his shoulder, which is so great for the Dick Grayson character.
Yeah.
So is this Redwood as well? Because you put two.
Red Hood is Jason Todd, and he was the one who got killed by the Joker, and then came back as the Red Hood. He was originally a Robin, and then he came back as the Red Hood after getting killed. So for me, the person who I'd pick as Jason Todd, and he hasn't been in a lot of stuff, but I don't know if you guys remember that the show on Netflix that was that starred. It had a Jaden Smith. It got canceled not too long into, like, it got canceled after like 2 seasons because it was super expensive, which was kind of ironic considering that it's Netflix. But this guy, his name is Shameik Moore,
Right.
and he played. I'm trying to think of the
How do you
movie.
spell it?
Shameik, Shameik, and then Moore, Moore.
All right. Yeah.
But he was a voice on Into the Spider-Verse of Miles Morales.
Oh, he's in that movie Dope.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And I was trying to figure out the name because I know Jason hasn't seen Dope. The Get Down. Did you ever see the show The Get Down on Netflix? No. Okay. Anyways, it's a hip hop show. Recommended. But yes, he was on Dope. He is an athletic actor. He always plays a guy that seems to have some kind of chip on his shoulder. Like he has a really great angry but empathetic demeanor that goes along with him each time. And he's got a great voice. Like I think he has the makings of what would be a good return as Jason Todd, especially as a shooter. And he's got classical good looks, which is what you need for Jason Todd. Better than what I feel like Titans provided.
Right. All right. Damian Wayne.
For Damian Wayne, I'm gonna go with another, Stranger Things kid. It's Finn Wolfhard.
Ah, yes.
Because he looks annoying. Because he looks annoying. and Damian's gotta be annoying.
He plays annoying in every movie. Like he's now the Gen Z representation of the 80s.
He's the annoying kid. He plays the annoying kid, like even in Ghostbusters. So
I don't know. Do you think I don't find him annoying? I thought when you first said, I thought he looks annoyed, but you're saying he's annoying, so he grinds on your nerves.
So the thing with Damian Wayne is, Damian Wayne grew up with Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows, and he's basically a fighting savant, but he's so cocky because he's the prince of the League of Shadows, and he's entitled, and he's really good, and so he gets really annoying because he just pops up and he does his own thing, but he's still like only 10 years old, 11 years old. He's wise beyond his years, but he's still a kid,
So he's like number 5. He's like number 5 in the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's that annoying kid.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
Under Bruce Wayne's tutelage, you see him grow and become less murdery and more empathetic murdery.
Murdering with
Less
empathy.
murder.
That's beautiful. So who did you have then, Gift?
So for me, this one you're gonna have to dig deep into American TV. It's and he's not 11; he's actually 21. But he has a young face, and everybody already hates him just because of the character that he's played in the show Power.
Right.
I don't know if you guys have gotten a chance to see it. His name is Michael Rainey Jr. He's the kid there, and he's just menacing because he's just a menacing kid. He's bratty. He's entitled on the show. I gotta say that, but he plays it so well that you just feel like that's got to be him in real life. And so, like he just works so well.
I see it.
Okay.
He just has that look where he's like, you need to raise him. He'll do some damage, but you need to keep him reeled in.
Yeah.
Even when he's wearing glasses, he looks evil.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need from Damian. Just constantly feeling like you're forgetting that you have to be good because you're a League of Shadows and you're entitled to this.
Well, the
empire.
name Damien does bring a lot of feelings of horror because of the what was it? The omen.
Yeah.
So they got the right name.
Let's remind our friends to please click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we have new videos out.
Subscribe.
Die. Oh, die.